Because we're about to go racing, Nick. If this race gets boring,
wow, that's the first time.
Yeah, it is. That's quite a first all day. We are racing into turn one, into the S's, which lead into the valley, and it's Will Swales that will lead the field of Rotax juniors up the hill into the valley and over the brow.
Well, someone in the background there with a blue and fluorescent blue and pink car got knocked the wrong way and then back the right way again within half a corner. So out and away, it's the Will Swales car.
5-1.
5-1. I said cart. No, I said cart that time.
Cart.
I said cart. From Holden, and I'm not paying anyway. And in third, so Charles Cheesy Green was scored third, but it's the bright 10 of Will Swales out and away in these damp conditions.
Now then, once again, Nick, if we've got the likes of Tom Holden, Charlie Green, Oakley, Garthwaite going to squabble for this is going to play into Will Swales' hands as they cross the line to complete one lap. Let's see who it is then. Swales, Holden, Green, Hookie, Garthwaite, Harvey Williams, Ben Adrian, Joshua Whitcomb, Nathan Travers, Daniel Clancy, Melissa Adrian just dropping outside the top 10 in 11th spot there. What they have to do is they have to work together and not let Will Swales go away, because that's what he's hoping for.
Well, at the moment he's not going away because Tom Holden's keeping him honest. There's a bit of a gap back to Green. There's certainly a lot of money being made. Oh, way wide when Swales completely messed up his braking point and drops into second place. So our leader now is Holden. Swales with a weird error there, but he just probably carried 2 miles now too much into the paddock bend.
So Mason Perrin Racing goes into the front of this field with Tom Holden, their driver, ahead of the Coles Racing Will Swales. And whether or not Tom Holden can now hold back Swales, that was a huge error there, just losing a massive amount of time there as the rest of the field streamed through. There is no change from Cheesy Green, Jensen Oakley, Garthwaite, Harvey Williams, no change all the way to 10th, and Freddie Worlock it is now inside the top 10 and ahead of Daniel Clancy, who's now 11th.
So Swales will be kicking himself for that error, but he has at least got more than 10 minutes to make up for it as he comes around. This is where it went wrong last lap. Charles Green not really making any particular move forward either. And interesting, Jensen Hookie, again, is also keeping a bit of a watching brief as well.
Along the Rogerson Straight then, and into Luna. This is the right-hand part, all important. Cheesy Green getting back up onto the bumper of Will Swales there as they come out of Luna. Can Charles Green and that green and red Guy Cunnington livery cart get on terms with Swales? The Coles Racing cart has a good straight line speed though, and it made no impression whatsoever to Cheesy Green. Oh, Swales all over the curb there in the S's.
Dick and Art, go Will Swales from Nikita Roberts Racing. So Swales must be part of Nikita Roberts Racing. Archie Hardeman currently penultimate position, but it's happy birthday Archie Hardeman, number 96.
Will Swales, Nikita Roberts Racing.
From them.
All right, okay.
So plenty of cheering on in the chat.
Will Swales coming under pressure from Charles Green. Why do we call him Cheesy? Well, he loves cheese.
It's the worst nickname ever.
Yeah, he's
honestly,
mum and dad.
I thought it would be some fantastic sort of like, massive understanding of his entire meaning of life and his psyche. I like cheese.
I like cheese.
What's your favourite cheese? Cheddar.
Cheddar, yeah. Brilliant.
What's in Wednesday though? Oh, and now Cheesy Green's got the inside, so he may have a very dull
move.
sort of cheese loving, but he's pretty good at overtaking to turn one.
He's had his cheddar for lunch, hasn't he? Because he's right on form. Up and over the brow into the valley. Cheesy Green chasing after Tom Holden.
You realise that during the break he's been fettering his cart.
Oh dear God. Can he bear it? Can he bear it?
Well, he'll be in the lead for a brief moment.
Shall we stop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh dear.
His mum Sue's the timer. She'll be watching this back when she gets home tonight. Well, actually, it'll be tomorrow now because they live in the south. And here we go. Tom Holden thought he had it all sorted, pulling out a bit of a gap. He's got Cheesy Green right on his bumper now. And Cheesy Green currently... I haven't got the championship up, Nick. I've let us down.
No, never
Junior
mind.
Rotax. Cheesy Green is third. And he's going to maximise that championship points haul because he's two protagonists.
Right behind now.
Lucas Howell and Jaden Smith.
Oh, I thought he was going to go for his favourite overtaking moving down the valley there, but not quite. Carry on.
Lucas Howell and Jaden Smith are down the order. Lucas Howell's in 16th. Where is Jaden Sherwood?
15th.
Jaden Sherwood is 15th. Lucas Howell is 16th.
Yeah, it's a good week. I mean, it's just a pity that he lost quite a few points with that bumper penalty in the heat in his second heat.
Otherwise he did. Yes, but maximum points, double points here. However, a man that is wanting to stop him is Tom Holden, because Tom is in 4th place in the championship and he's not far behind.
Yeah, so Charles in the green and the red nose, the all-red machine with the black helmet. That's Tom Holden leading. Swells to drop off and they're trying the outside run now. I think it was mainly because Holden went defensive, but he then had a look at the outside. Now, don't forget, we've seen Green go past on the downhill slope just to the left of here.
This is a big ask from Tom Holden, Nick. We're still half a minute away from half distance. So it's a big ask for Tom Holden, but Tom Holden will be fully aware of who's behind him. The blue helmet, the Guy Cunnington livery. He can see when he looks over his shoulder, he knows it's Cheesy Green. And these youngsters, as busy as they are behind the wheel, they know who they've got to beat for the championship. And there, down the inside into Luna, the left-hand part of Luna, but not enough to get a nose inside. And this is where he needs to get on his tail. This is where
Holden needs to go defensive again, because he's going to get into the slipstream. He's going to have enough pace.
He does, look at that.
Really defensive now. Is Green going to try and sweep around the outside? Can you sweep around the outside with these conditions? Possibly not. Cut back. Try and get some drive, but it's a single line really through here, and you can effectively block the progress of the carts behind you. You can just keep them back in turn 1. Now, the pair of them, despite scrapping, are pulling away from Swales. Swales is pulling away from Hookie, and Hookie, in fact, is a little bit under pressure from Joshua Withcombe at the moment. Or Withcombe, sorry.
We've lost Nathan Travers, who's dropped out, dropping 25 places, would you believe. He was in that position 6th. He was 6th. He's dropped down the order. I think he's dropped out of the whole race. Oakley Garthwaite now moving up to 6th, ahead of Ben Adrian and Freddie Worlock.
Nope, there is the cart. That is the cart that he's dropped out from.
He's dropped out, yeah. Nathan Travers.
Right in front of our camera. It's very convenient. Oh, and up the inside goes Charles Green. He takes him from the exit of the... just as we were looking somewhere else, the wrong way again. There goes Charles. He's got the lead, but is he going to lose it again with a sweep round the outside from Holden? Not taking it, so Green just got the drive through the no-name corner, which I think needs a corner name, on the Conrod straight.
Well, I'll tell you something else, Nick. That was all about coming out of Luna into the first kink. Into the first kink. He was alongside, and that was all about how they exited Luna. He found the traction, and now Charles Green will go further ahead of Tom Holden behind him, but it all depends on how many points they've scored in the previous heats, of course, and we know that Cheesy Green dropped down the order with a bumper penalty, but he still came 8th. He was still 8th. He was still up the order.
Holden, though, now can he repay the pet? Now, it is, don't forget, it is easy to fall into lead. It may be that Holden just may have exactly the same pace or more pace. He's at the inside, and he's thinking about it, and they're going to come together, and they just trip out slightly. That did seem like a quite ambitious move, but it paid off okay. Let's see that one again. So he came in down the straight. It looked really ambitious. He moved up the inside. There wasn't really the space, and he just leans on him. Luckily, Green, I think, was probably applying opposite lock before he was even hit at that point. Yeah,
they had to compromise for one another, didn't we? Tom Holden doing his absolute utmost to emulate his team principal, Mason Perrin's victory in the 162 category. And it looks, if anything, Nick, as though he's falling off the back of Cheesy Green.
I think that last time round it was 2/10. We had that coming together. And they have got a nice little lead over Swales and Hookie. Withcombe, I'm not sure whether Withcombe actually may have... No, is it Hookie? No, I thought so. I thought Withcombe had got past. Withcombe's got past Hookie. And then again, I think that was... Is that Withcombe getting past?
Yeah, I think it was.
Swales. So
yeah.
Withcombe now up to 3rd. Swales down to 4th.
And number 29, Joshua Withcombe.
Sherwood dropping down the field, unfortunately.
They're both Coles drivers there, Nick. They've both got very similar helmet colours. And certainly similar kart liveries, because they're both Will Swills and Joshua Withcombe here with Coles Racing. Remember, Coles joining the NKC at round 1 at Clear Pigeon.
There's our leader, and he's got about 3/4 of a second. So let's does come back. It may have come back a little bit, but let's look at the 3rd and the 4th as they drift through the screen. So the 3rd and 4th will come back, and that's they've separated as well.
Yeah, it's stringing out now, isn't it? 2.5 minutes remaining.
2/10 apart.
Yeah. 2.5 minutes remaining then. Well, we're inside of 2.5 minutes now.
Top 5 very much spread out, and it's the different postcode to the next cart. So have we had our excitement for the day? Has Charles and the gang served up all they can, or does the last 2 minutes of action here at round 5 of the NKT Three Sisters for 2024, is that it for the action? Is there more to come, Joe?
I think so. This will, Cheesy Green, remember, run one of his home track at Forest Edge. He's, I have no idea what you're laughing at. No idea, not a clue. So it's not the first time he's led a final, Nick. He's won 2 heats this year. He's had 3 third place. He was on the podium for third place at the previous round at Wilton Mill, remember. So this is a very, very strong showing from Charlie Green. As he heads up the valley now, he's broken free from Tom Holden. And if anything, Joshua Whitcomb looks like he could be catching Tom Holden if he's not careful.
We kind of thought Cheesy Green first really came to our attention at Forest Edge, and he's a bit of a local expert, wasn't it, at Forest Edge? Especially the wet. Well, obviously that local expertise is being extended to all the other tracks in the series.
He wouldn't consider himself to be local to Three Sisters.
No.
I'm pretty sure.
And considering you're the only person in the world local to Warden Law.
Yes, I am. Yeah. I'm not. Oakley Garthwaite is.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
He's currently 7.
Oakley Garthwaite, who has two spaniels, so that's important to know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hello, Luna, by the way. Hi, Luna. Down.
Inside the final 30 seconds or so now. And Cheesy Green will see the 1 lap to go board next time by. So we're on the penultimate lap of the weekend. And the junior Rotax field is strung out somewhat. There's a fastest lap of the race from Joshua Whitcomb there.
He's going
and that's
for it.
Because he can see Tom Holden ahead of him.
Yeah, so second and third's where it's at, Ash. And let's let Cheesy go through.
That's the gap
can
that's
he get
coming
there?
down. That's
he's
the
got
gap.
one more lap after this one. So he's got only one more attempt at the end of the straight. He's going to be too far away at that point. Going into turn 1, but will second and third change positions in the final lap. Green will take the last lap board with at least almost 2 seconds of a lead. But this is the chance of a change. You've got to say it's advantage Holden by quite a comfortable mile, but Whitcomb, fastest person on the track, Joe.
Let's see what the gap was, Nick. It was 8 tenths, it's 4 tenths. He's halved it. So that means he's going to be on his tail coming into the final stages of this lap. There's Cheesy Green. We'll keep an eye on Cheesy because we want to see him take the flag as Whitcomb continues to bring that gap down into the paddock chicane out of the valley and then past the paddock on the left.
Probably his last chance really at these two
really
corners because after that it just takes an error. He is getting close. He needed another lap, I think, or possibly even another 2 laps. When it's another lap, he's really quick round paddock, wasn't he?
Yeah, Rogerson straight though. You're into Luna and then you are heading towards the flag as Charles Cheesy Green, the number 77, will be on course as he comes through the first kink and then through the second kink and will take the checkered flag. And Showboats
wow,
certainly got the attention of the man with the checkered flag there. That's
can see what happened earlier. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the thing to do in the wet conditions, Charlie, as much as you have become a bit of your signature
One
ending.
hand up and then give it
Yeah. Maybe not.
Well done, Charles, though.
Cheesy Green takes the win then. It's his second win of the season.